The reason why I wanted to do a vlogging channel is because I wanted to record myself over time because I love childhood videos, home videos, like even just sound recordings of a few years ago, like what my voice was like and how I seemed in like 10 or 20-second sound bites. The problem is that my life tends to just go into a similar pattern rhythm where the same thing just happens over and over again. And I think the point of the vlogging channel is to record my thoughts over time. And I haven't been doing a good enough amount of effort categorizing them. Categorizing them is just that I haven't been thinking more often. That's the problem. It's because I'm trying to do so much to advance myself. It's just that Star and Digi just has a lot more time to think through like their whole life philosophy and stuff that seems interesting, and they just want to say it out loud, and I'm gonna work on that. And it's not like forcing myself. It's I don't know. But I am gonna try my best to be more proactive with my vlogging channel. So how I tend to be procrastinating is one, like you know that I record my videos using an iPhone 8. It's just that I want to decrease the amount of time I use the phone because I see like how many photos I have on my iPhone and see that I still have a few videos that I'm meaning to delete, and I'm thinking, how much space do I have on this? Probably like a whole ton of it, but I'm angsty about that. So I want to make sure I preserve as much space on my iPhone as I can. And I've been meaning to delete the print photos that I already printed out. It's just these things that keeps getting delayed. So, okay, so that's number one, is because I don't want to make so much vlogs on my iPhone. And I want to instead use the video camera. Number two is that whenever I want to do a vlog, I think it would. I mean, sometimes it would be like in the early morning, and I think, oh, I want to record my thoughts now. But the problem is that my parents are asleep, and I don't like using a monotone voice. Although it's probably like coming out that way on your end. It's just that I want my voice to be more feminine. Though I understand that I've only been working on it for I'm not keeping track of it when I started to do voice exercises. I think it's now a few weeks, maybe even nearly a month. I know these things take time, and I need to have patience for it. It's just my voice is like one of the few things that I'm really uncomfortable with. But it's working out. I am getting my voice to go consistently higher. Yeah, like right now, if I can think, if I can concentrate. So, number two is just like not wanting to wake my parents up, but I need to get over that. Especially because Star always talks about how he keeps vlogging, despite the risk of waking his parents up. He even did it when didn't even have a. No, wait, I shouldn't say he. I mean, when she didn't even have a bedroom door open. She didn't even have a bedroom door. I'm more privileged than her. Why can't I do the same? So I need to get over that. And three is just because I think that I don't have enough time, but I think vlogging is worth it despite slightly going over my planned bedtime. Because it's worth it to just get something done now and rather than put it off to tomorrow, because you never could know when tomorrow will be the last day of your life. So I'm gonna work better at thinking and making sure the right cool topics to talk about. So, what's going on recently that I've been thinking about? Well, I want to make an announcement. I'm going to be moving soon to the capital city. I don't know. Wait, oh yeah, DC is the capital city of America. What was I thinking? Yeah, because my dad got a recent promotion, and it's like cool because I get to live another 2 years in America. Hold on a sec, I'll be right back. Okay, my parents just came in. So, anyway, what I was just trying to say is I'm just talking about procrastination reasons, how I'm gonna make sure that I'll try vlog more. And, well, just vlogging more is generally like whenever I have an interesting thought, I'm just gonna go for it instead of just saying, oh, I'll do this later at a more convenient time. Because there's no other convenient time than doing it right now when you have the thought. At least write it down so I don't forget. Okay, I think I was about to say whatever was going on right now. Talk about moving up to DC. Now, why is this good is because while I was here in Pennsylvania for a couple years, I have gotten into myself like in my first two relationships, with the same girl, but they kind of both flopped due to my inexperience and not recognizing the general complexity of human feelings and emotions, which means I didn't watch enough romance anime to recognize that. So, moving to a different part of America, it's like living in America with a different slate, clean slate. So, and second of all, I saw the house. Well, haven't been inside the house yet. That's gonna be for tomorrow, which is on Saturday the 25th of the 7th of 2020. I'm going with my parents to go to DC, and from what I saw the images, it's like on the top floor that just I live in, they have it's like my own apartment, except it doesn't have a kitchen, which is really similar to what Digini had when she was living with her family, which is just so fantastic. Which means there will be a better chance of me to record vlogs like this and set up my own studio. It's like my dad will probably crash up there with me sometimes just to hang out, but overall, it's gonna be a really enjoyable gaming area. I'm gonna finally get around to playing and finishing Persona 5 and Persona 4. And get into so many creative projects. Of course, I'll probably have to do a mad dash to catch up to my college assessments. It's so awesome. It is awesome to stay in the States. Well, I know, like, with all the political crackdowns across, like, in the U.S., it's what can you do? I'm definitely gonna think about this as I imagine what I will probably do once I return home to my home country of Australia. Yep, so what am I gonna do in terms of going to DC? Well, I did think about what I'm gonna do for the rest of my stay in America. And I think that starting next year, like early next year, 2 times per week, I'm gonna be doing a 3-hour podcast on each of these days for 6 hours. That's plus the podcast, like the crash course content. Not crash courses, crash content podcast. It's because I want to take DJ's advice and practice speaking for as much as possible. Because I want to be confident with my speaking ability. I want to practice a lot and lots and lots of speaking. So I'm going to make sure to write that down. Also, I think that I do want to finish my first novel I'm writing, which is basically like a first draft of the first proper webcomic I'm gonna make. It's not gonna be like as complex as the webcomic I'm eventually gonna make, but it's gonna, like in One Piece, like the first One Piece comic Oda made called Romance Dawn is similar, but not exactly the same. It's gonna be like that. But it's gonna be more simplified so the plot can finish in one novel. So that's. Is there anything more? No, I don't think it's gonna be like starting when I move to DC, but I think it's gonna be recently. Well, maybe when I move to DC, but I was thinking like an idea I can do for vlogs is talk about books I read. The problem is that I have a hard time of remembering things I read from books because I tend to move on quickly. The best way I can remember if I talk about it and tell you my perspective on the book I read. So that's what I'm gonna do from now on. I think I'm gonna go down my Goodreads read list and talk about what I think about them, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna put the book titles in the title. Probably like some people will be commenting, but it is a discussion, so I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and also, what am I thinking about vlogs is that I do want to be more creative with vlogs, even put up some game footage and some lo-fi music. I downloaded Team Fortress 2 a while ago, so I'm thinking of just playing something and putting footage up with it. That's about it, really. So I'm gonna make sure that I improve myself like every day. And I do have a tendency to spend too much time on Twitter and Discord, checking it every 10 or so minutes instead of just trying to do all my goals at once and reading Twitter and Discord when I wake up in the morning when I shouldn't be doing that. So, yeah, I think by the time you listen to this video, it's probably gonna be already on the 25th because I'm definitely gonna be editing this video tomorrow and then hopefully releasing it before I go on my trip. If not, then oh well. I am gonna make sure I be more efficient in the video making progress. Yeah, I think I pronounced it right. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.